4 years of a good leader will make more impact than 8 years of a dishonest leader. It's not about how long you serve. It is about how well you serve. It's not about 8 years or 4 years. It is about hard work. It is about truth. It is about trust. And it is about doing the things that will create a future for our young people.
A few moments later.
Apart from that, changing term of office of members of parliament, say, encore 5 years. President, encore 5 years. President, encore 5 years. Members of parliament, 5 years. District chief executives, 5 years. Assembly members, 5 years. And you change the term of office, because if you say, Osha Ghana, Hanka, Yeni Nigeria, any Africa, Yeni Nigeria, any 4 years. Now, Osha 4 years on so it's answer now, your government, no besha, say, ye, Jumana, Obeshana, Abato Bredru. And Osha Africa, Nina. Amaimu bebre 5 years. If
you lie, you will not go to heaven.
And any cast be the encomo war, and I'm a bit but the time no susa into no can say a bra ye more vete Dominic Ayine. Now one in the Chiyamu tribunal who pa me kaisa I didn't know what that time I was sensing. It was our tribunal 7. Yeah, no one in the face was ano.
But that's it. Not the share NBC for manifesto ni. Ona mebu se omo de tribunal no asemi. Na bibisa me ho se die na enemre mbema obi akasa de tribunal eba. Na afi omo we ne power. Na enyuma no mo ko. Omo nkrofo ko mo faso series ballot box. No me appear na omo to revolution. Nkrofo omo adwini nyina ko 1979-81. Ampeni ampa omo ba mu. Sene omo si ya omo niema. Ni atimubi. Ni atino. We kasa TikToker. Ni atino ni appear. Inti Abreno. Oh, say, yeah, said Unyami Adom. So we are literature. Now we security conscious Katranswa. We profile Niama. Inti Ushe Adi Bisune Nebaya. No Bisa will say Adi DNA Bay. Oh, and Mammy who said Omude Omone Yepia. Na 1981 TNDC war on Omoye. Ibi na no mpeso modeba company ampa so omobaye no ene oye na okasa pe yesi acho o kan bibi pe yesi acho we na obowa yesi acho enti ihu ye na mekaye company ampa re tribunal na omukasa omodeba no omode aba eno ne man
tribunal no what the young call legalities no kese because them says constitution the cap tribunal but I think say it mentions the regional tribunal say this is an Ayeka na adena see through tribunal
Ayeka sabe the constitution ne penono and ankomo ye ne sabi ankinye hu Name Secretary Dina or whatever, and be a Tibiana no hollow. Now a different system from our judiciary. You are open and normal year. In tea, and my would any papa would do so. And sa tribunal is to be share or bonka. And tribunal is to be the book and region Kotna baby being clear woman share for you. Inti tribunal no a big permit the dini permit. Inti say at the dini bia and maybe a but the constitution ni mo no enam ne the constitution no se de yesi asese nti no ya na nka ne ya yese nka ebeye bin se ye na omoye tete no nko mbeye bi nanso uhwe ne omodi abeya enke de constitution ni mo ahwe ni bi ye kan wasem and now almost had the other parliament for another reading, almost a third reading about the Ayeka kakra and nkoma ya bunti but sakraya mu the fundamental flaws are a war emrano ho a mamrano sebe ujutumo enyi no e da so ho eno ne de we should the constitution anymore and we see chief justice and the yensi say na obiat minister we should the omatia of Judicial Council in consultation with the Tribunal Oversight Committee and yet the Beshaso. In teacher will say any the constitution mukrabo ebra. At also view, we should the constitution anymore. So the judicial system of Ghana home. In we share Article 125 of the Constitution now would define the judiciary of Ghana no, as the friend is saying Superior Court of Judicature no, and the lower court. Now what the regional tribunal and after Superior Court of Judicature no akase lower courts and tribunals. Such lower courts and tribunals as Parliament may by law establish. And we could have tribunal now. So what the tribunal system, we share section 2 of the bill now. So what the tribunal system. Tribunal system now what the regional tribunal no question. No, the district tribunal question, no, the tribunal system. Now, we are that tribunal system, no, Judicial Service of Ghana, Judicial Council of Ghana, in consultation with the Tribunal Oversight Committee, our tier, and the Beshaso. Into where I said the judiciary, no, is administered by the Chief Justice. The tribunal system will be administered by the Judicial Council in consultation with the Tribunal Oversight Committee. It throws also a dance. So far, the Constitution of Ghana, who say the Superior Court of Judicature, and the Supreme Court, Court of Appeal, High Court, and the Regional Tribunal, and the former Superior Court of Judicature. Who say court a show also a Supreme Court. Now lower court and tribunals, rules a court a show also the High Court of Ghana. Now we should tribunal system now or more tiana. Not just say no court a tribunals no the regional tribunal. Into the more tiano. On my year constitution, as I said, your constitution, mono, on my you be before, on my you be before, so as I say, and then the man who said, and yet the old constitution, mono, or more can once.
Okay, and then just say, Nina, the big jam one, no more parliament, no, Matra and Matimi are correct, and we're only hoping to say. When you draw the attention to some of these things now, one begging in good faith now, Motimi at the association. I feel young Commander Ankasa so. We can say the Supreme Court in Samaba, Court of Appeal and Samaba, and white paper on Constitutional Review Committee report also Abba. Supreme Court with the NDCC in the delegate system, the Baba abolish it. Naya Mubia or a member of the party Biano Atwaba, of course, with terms and conditions. Eka home yɛn menim si de musije no wo ye lawyer say de musije no CRC no so aba and the bebre aba ye see afedi members of parliament mo de no from 4 years to 5 years presidential from 4 years to 5 years saa na omo aka bebre keka ho na said na tamakulu so asema ba on court of appeal no eja no say wonko ibi mo ka say and say the emrabe ni ibi mo say the say won akwakonya ne justice if that is my position say said na tamakulu enya ne justice enti wonko fi said the be say yes so yes you push for justice for chema wontumi no say chema wontumi so it is expected say ono so no yebi ja no amna ko fi enti no sa issues na we need time kese enti no the mabobu fi the person attack bia no obitima pick back o mi no waka
no mama can say we chill ubetumi ayo o my constitution ni factor ni between 100 times in fact between 1,000 times now so when you're a society that is built on values constitution such as bien wabaya these you sorry papa the better mine one will say for oku dia fellow United Kingdom in Great Britain ufano England omu ni written constitutional omu ni constitutional ya chone to say Bible so we pursue who be ukoshimo ediza.
Let's see, sir.
One will say, and to question whether one will say, maintenance and the about and President say now it is a chrono is in constitutional crisis, and President saying. And so at the intimate you have here, so the dear, your constitution not a Quran. You see, yes, I'm a tear. And then, the Democrat Supreme Court to say, if the constitution one, or say president be no, will be office for 2 terms. So what you say? The Democrat Parliament, the Democrat Supreme Court to say, young Christian, 2 terms and 2 consecutive terms. One will say consecutive in whom. One will say consecutive. Where did you know so say a fellow conservative? Consecutive.
And
where did the answer was
there be.
And so one will say OBC or not the OBC say a consecutive. And you could really mean in way to say a consecutive. The other caveat must say.
That's it, pa, Matthias.
Oh, to say a man. And you're not the boy. And your constitution, and your values are nippon the war, and your values are on my for the war. And now the no can say, you come your value system are break it down. Value system break it down, and you also between the MRA and the SCC. But your verbra in the CC, and your values is all restored. Because one restore values one. Constitution no kwaka say one obi be ka tro so obi say I because obi dey ko interpreting enti linear the one me dey say free the problem is not the constitution. The problem is our value system are breaking down.
I agree with you on the value system now working. I agree with you.
The value system are breaking down. So the value system will break it down. Sadly, we go Supreme Court for open interpretation. The Ubus will be Supreme Court also. While there will be a support for Saudi. Because your value system will break it down. Break it down. Into I get yet any view. There be yet there view. Any shata there be shata there. So what I say. Into Mamma Fancy's influence, and what I must say, your name is free. Now, and who's here say the African president, terminal? Because what said there be, looks as if say President Mahama says here, either say open 5 or 1 year candidate, and now open another term. Pharmacy say at the end of Aquaye. Million. amanyo semna ye no was here system we a president we here 5 years and we here 10 term said the bema be yebi wa meaning na into bia ba be yebi kakra betumi aye no aye na ukọ what you say kakra betumi aye no aye na ukọ enne uka kire yen say 4 years yen for 1 year nka ho ye de ka ho a ekina obi fufuro so ba be ka say the constitutional provision to hold 2 terms no hold office for 2 terms no and also nie enough it is hard ya yin no so free ho say the be ya time be a person could be out to because after all some kwa could deny elections in the amount for no mpamia oboso batuno so aba me yi bia e be free ho enter
Sorry, Pepe.
Say a friend is saying a battle it is a meko 10 CM to me swaba what's the amount for no mpamia say no matter me swaba see you free ho na me yi free ho so what I say obo peme so na matro inti adentine see the constitution say it was to be called 2 terms per ye dini nyina se mu se ne be ya ye nya dictators ye nya despots ye nya nkrofo a omefa kwa bi so aperpetuate omo ho amanyu aban mu afebo because who aban mu a tumi awo no ubetumi di abere ni pa bebera si we de nei ya sha asia so ubia kasa na ye chiro ukasa pani ato ebedu bia nkasa bio because aban di tumi no insisi nipa sebanisa empreno do opeso watranso se no watranso endisa hanete
taso do pe obra no okọ mese no ataso de ope obra no okọ wa mreso no wu a no de baba bisi so et se di si wo other African countries no so it's libya we say no so and ya bi ese so kwa so we your my opinion ebe we see oba eche ansana otumi appointing ministers we do the entire chance on otumi appointing ministers and they omo pound na we na the kuntia sebi amamu ye di amanyofo na ebuo nti time a wo position no nipa wo fa agen sasa abaya what is one programs and policies ho oba sankofo essence say na akasafa programs and policies or my brainstorming they have an idea as to what you want to do in the kawaban sankofo ne dia obi amanyo omanye be so omonsa na no madumai enjeza epe omonsa do madumai enka chebe de beche so be your appointment chebe de beche so be your appointment now so yeti tumesua bukasa ayedede aksetsemu amani party wase so ba obeye si ni awie no oba ye na afeni wo hu se wo awusua wo namfo ifo mo mu bi wati no mo kra nsem fatase o munya appointment me pacho metiwase pa me am following
obo se medi pano Instead say Godon and a Casamano fan say you position or Casamano bia and contasemu Sicasemu contanwa. After you are being said bar for the end downfall. In the uncle bar for my finance minister. Na bar for the bit me a TI day amano. So what I say. I think the new year be the say bar for the o de ko se ha yintimi control no etuto bo no fu yi bitimi na ba be ho se ne bia yi bitimi ai den a control no so enti bo hu se na take it forever to make very simple appointments and we say bitimi ai den
and they say defense minister was free almost 1 year
so what you say introduce na president untimi appoint introduce no we see we have time to make your appointment too. Now, 2 years into me appointing the defense minister 2 years. If I saw 2 years old, into me appointing the defense minister. It's a fail. A brand here, no. A brand studio saying here. And it's now say appointments now, President Yano Omi to be men in terminal. And it's only people.
There will more deeper. Nazo so
interest be. Now also it's a be interesting, you know. Yes, it's a constitution. Interesting in tea. Tell me about Ubeki. I appointment are okay. The yes, is a confusion. What's that? Not only serious as a country. No, we have turned that to the queens of politicians. Pursue selfish interest and not national interest. Among yourself in serious business. And you're more serious. So I say, you are really here. We have turned that to the whims of politicians. Your constitution, your best is
I agree with you. I agree with you. And on the issue of 4 to 5 years, you know, maybe did it say, your presidents now they wasted time.
Wasted time.
What bay? And I thank you to. And I need to do the reset agenda. Instead of better at a better than the Puswaye Jumano. Now one and nam and we share the Muna, say Basa, obey you. Now 8 months echo.
Now, so we did check. It's a new job. Maybe. The new opposition. I will be said Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who is still a policy committee.
What it is a Muya Jumapa?
Still a policy committee. And you know, Juma, into what? No, Mama, could you appoint to my send you a message? I send the position. Your bar, saying the day, it was a bit so cloudy, Nana. Dr. Baumia. It could just say, Yaya, hope down I shall see I did see the baby. The question is, what you say. I think so. You have given me a bar. You bet try say, you may invest more in technology for the courts, rather than see a spend it twice the amount of running the courts on running the tribunals. And it's here position. So, but when you are Mahama and no opposition, one position on the other 6 months to elections and was started to say, oh, in Kukonte. And now be a 1 year to elections and we'll become 24-hour economy, which is a deal plan on so who die any into a buy, who's a kitchen anymore. What you say? The only position. And politics is serious business in you should always be putting out counter policy alternatives. About what I say. Putting out counter policy alternatives. Now we put out counter policy alternatives. A whole and now the policy I would have.
Yeah.
So the policy would be by the year. In case of policy, I will have a year to you hit the ground
running
from day one.
Yes.
From day one. And that is all policy committees in Kilo. Committees in Iran, the policies that in Tisa, so dear from committee or at another the Buma. Then one yano, or also will hit the ground
running
from day one. So, but wait here, and this happened when you power no, ain't said the new as for the car, or the local shed baby,
yes.
What you say? All share. My main family in Kosha, we need to wait for your lawyer. My main family in Kosha guided. We didn't know you, my mom can Kosha Milan's commission. Oh, not, oh, yes, I know. Not part of one now. Only your policy debate, policy discussions, and
I drive campaign. I'm a partner. I call
yes,
you must buy ya.
You must buy ya. And yet, additional year,
there be
when your politics in sincerity, when your politics,
yes,
in good faith,
yeah.
What I say,
Matthias,
no. And the only problem is just additional year.
My mental free way. Supreme Court then or the by said delegate system no. Yen free hormone. Maybe say I disagree with Supreme Court today because yen age says it may be at the name mono. I was said to me a person, a member of the party in good standing. Good standing, the majority says a party for 9 years. Say I debate the qualify will be so a member in good standing. The MP Sika said 10 cities in the year a year. Do you see trouble some ya? You have 2 cities because 2 cities in a year. You better waba. Made the majority bit me aye. Cause what you saying?
Media, the Supreme Court in Yaji. There should be born in Banana Papua. If you send your work coming, the full say a bebois at driving membership. So we a party. The DN will be a better answer now the elections. No members that. Inti, ya offered me share constituency. And then the between issue police station executives no. And the membership drive. So the bear answer me about the next elections no. We didn't say only members to do say crowd ahead of the elections are omitted dues. It say 2 cities crowd omitted. They share your 43,000 registered voters. The 43,000 registered voters no. A big NPP, we move between 26 to 27 to 33,000. And so we will be true of the voters from the voter turnout. What I say, and it is what we are figure there. Let's say we move 15,000, 20,000 as your registered voters. Not will be amount 2 cities a month. That is a lot of money. If I told what I say for a month.
Metiasia papa.
We need to be a lot. So, 80 maybe a so before say a yard.
One angle, so they say, Menshia South are working. And if I say any pa, would they let us be modest? Any pa 15,000. And now a woman is out here registered. Women the registered members. I feel ye be 2 bar. Enipa be out of 15,000, ebia 14,000 and now 12,000. And ye members in good standing. Omako 2 bar ma lawyer na neje ba for ewu. Can you imagine? Enipa 12,000 so more tisa bonta kwa campaign amount.
Sapepe. And it was a pop party, no. A very popular and mass owned party. So,
Matthias. Okay. And the council, you the best year, na koto jumano so you are men say you won't come outstanding the bidi. Why?
Matthias, we need problems.
Ebusa for NT. Lawyer na neji ba for we are fantastic lawyer, fantastic communicator, very decent person. Na nadwumudo we are branches also. No, na anopayiti.
The editor of Informer and the can come.
Waba.
Not seeing cape.
No
framing.
Sir,
say, Kojo, Yini Panabo, Yintino.
May say last be
penasem.
Yeah. Last be a coffee shop. And na Bombay. Bibia na meka say I used to watch channel. Oh really? Oh, I like him. I really like his submission. Yes. When you're a politician, but we say we're very meticulous and or kasa or stated the position of the law.
Yes.
I've
been too much.
What been.
It was a perfect replacement.
Now when if you are sitting young, hold my margin, Pamra with him.
Yes.
Me kwani ho in the law firm. Na ababa obi person be MP.
Yeah, so I say waka me pen.
And no frame me. Say ababa na bad no say opese memwa no. Na enye research kakra ma no ni ade ade na che say wo hwese musi na koma mu se enye adwuma man pan kro no ye dru ba bia ade wis bet e beto about say Dr. Matbogu prempe Dr. Bamia body din say no. Me say sidie adini si bad he never thought why me who that say oba be MP say because oba MP pa na wo say nya nu ho ye beto ne na so no na me say odwa be adwepa ma obi a Yakupon no ahweso ya sanity etino issues no dey na
na ye ka chairman asem chairman won tumi asem
yeah
you see enne e chairman won tumi
yo
nte bi a won pe na asem bi ko anasa bi enya wo fe na ne kasa bi enya wo fe nti wo be kan de wo pe akeka de bibia ba de no ko wo mu ni se ye de ye wunua na se wan hwe an ka ho asem especially when you know say ade ade ye no enya de papa
yo
hwe last week me ba ha no nim me be kan charge ye de ball chama won to me ye no koto efiase nowhere oh charge sheet ni mu na omo kan say bi o chama won to me ye Galamsey tie fa no koto nowhere
David
in fact last week no me kan the briefs na enchechema wo mu ni nyina
charges na
charges nowhere but of all the 6-7 charges on the board ni nyina no assignment of mineral right without approval contrary to section blah blah count 1 charge 2 assignment of mineral right without approval contrary to section blah 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 count just say nowhere ni nyina say ordin na saase and as in the concession a ye dia ma na owo hu nkrata akoma obi say onkoye adwuma wo so wabra na wose ko bo minister man. That's all. It is all tea and for na CSOCB no more abontin ye de say chama won to me na kotum no is good for the fight against Galamsey to who sanipa no or a dishonest
or a very dishonest person
na sanipa no o fi Nyankopon na so oni no kore
dabi
and any say Nyankopon oni nimdi
o mu ntu omuka Nyankopon ntu omu nyina aka because ade wo nyeye na wo say dabi o
yes
obi na baby
yeah
na obi apra no
yes
who see apra obi a eye akonfo ye mo mo pa sa na se be amro bri na wo koso ye fie ho no eto betwa no so nya amro ba
no nowhere and the church say chama won to me is in jail because or no chama won to me was seen or heard or caught during Galamsey ewo sama boy of course there are many allegations now be kan so mabaha na meti I say na me betray say you see say bia Exim Bank loan you okoji obi agi loan na say bia wan fa kwa papa so na opposite one ni deal ya that's fine and I say you see a man kwan bi ewo ba bi also koye na okoji sika koko board wanye what is saying this word na kokko do e kwan bi ho asem so
dabi e kwofo kekasa what
akeka abontene ni din say ya yaka to no so what you say. But of course, any the politics in the ane hame. But the hame say, nipa unimi say, charge the board chema won't me na kwa kotum. Enye Galamsey so ye Galamsey inti. Nemum so odina sase owo ho nkrata akomo obi so onkoye reclamation whatever it is. Ena almost osenko obo minister man e wa mona man enti. Edina kwa kotum. Now ba be ka say this is good for the fight against Galamsey. Na CSOs bi ani age miwa owura kenashigbe asemi ba ya na ni age enam radio station TV stations kasa say good for Galamsey fight
Galamsey ben
ono owura kenashigbe
you are supposed to be a learned person
or the petition akoma President Mahama tenio or the petition akoma President Mahama say NDC form penifo bi constituency chairman and this from penny for be Galamsey azim dunkwa wofe and many places at President Mahama acknowledges some power tip petition no be nhwemu up to now until ho hwe
ye no kan
and ye until minim se bia WhatsApp group until se dey nti ye na yenim up to now
solidarity
up to now owura can ashigbe no that coalition against Galamsey for eku anon omeka hwe was a petition now no one can say omunhwemu evidence to that effect say this peniphobia Galamsey enti or the petition akoma President Mahama or presidency President Mahama just obey nhwemu on kan hwe I'm saying the last press conference go be say President Mahama press conference na say President Mahama so oguso ene de hia owura kenashbe o doctor o nemum ne hia ne say obi adina kotum of a different matter. I saw no our former dream or chairman Honda. So na ya say ebeba akodu sa pempen so when there are many
what can see be very instructive. Wa from na dwen wo chema wontumi ho dada enti what say chema wontumi nya asem say pa Galamsey
don't confuse me
Galamsey Galamsey
yes
okay
here even nienti ko edi chema ko akoko tumi the so called assignment of a year or some call
that cannot be termed as assignment of deed.
Can you imagine?
It can't.
Enti ministers so almost sign a contractor is it oral contract say God on me a minister of state ebi energy me say mema contract ma akusisi light post me dey ma na what start e koye
oral agreement and na debi na what the lease no ya asase ne dia no
yes
obeso bi ko do so a je so kaka che minister obeso bi ko bunu ya je so kaka che minister obeso bi ko pama je so kaka che minister ya no nka ho
enti na me tell say in the so called assignment of deeds assignment of a year also almost say also go minister amane ya and no it was not done with documented proofs and pass sign a CEO.
Debbie.
It was oral.
Yes.
And the judge chose to believe the nipa ne beka no
in a criminal trial. We say circumstantial evidence as opposed to beyond reasonable doubt.
Yes.
The
so-called circumstantial evidence. You see, you cannot use a third party's account.
Yes.
To incriminate or be of circumstantial say no evidence. Say me no wanya sem. Untie me masem no ne wo de na wo ka no a third party obi asem a waka and we use
and almost third party almost say circumstantial evidence in the criminal trial.
Yes,
it should always go in favor of the accused,
of course, because you have to lead evidence to that effect.
Yes,
all kind said na you so case na they let judges no almost share the same line of argument say that prosecutors no and leading enough. I'm no man say evidence almost enough and also that there was an evidence
and also yes na could do say you know Papa J was me salu say me so the one am no so
I know am no so so nti ayareho ye bompa say appeal court ebetie na the was say yamode emra na eto no omo edeto because say okay yen fa sampa wan chan kuma minister no which is a breach of an act. Look, Godon, there are fair trial and fair justice. There are many companies breaching the act. Free. Dr. Dufour's company, his go face is one. Unia chance, Makati ne kachre. Oh yes, now say publish it's a secret.
It's his go first. And I use Adamus.
Oh. Adamus minister no was set a committee to go into
that be committee no report no Minerals Commission Edom report abase Adamus a breach
Minerals Act
Minerals and Mining Act
but they were fine
and their list
yes
and almost it was
withdraw the list yes
and on baby and on my appeal
yes
but ma won to me die won ye nipa won fata appeal se ma won to me die won fata se fa ko
fine
ye fa won fata fine won fata so benya kwan to explain himself
yes
ne mu ye fa ko bank square ne ye fa ko bora serium nkoku no
na araho sem ne say unse before judgment di beba yi na NPP for name penifo be CS so me no judgment no on boss for social media o
ni ama amata few
oh yes ni ama amata few yes from what I am hearing, it looks like he will be running the rest of his regional, you see, chairmanship campaign and watch the Black Stars matches from Nsaomo.
The kind he was right.
Oh, how?
That's it.
Kwame so. No, right.
Me that you can't say from Nsaomo.
No, or your judge.
Oh, me trouble. The kind be anu him the worker. She was saying, my main church was from what I am hearing.
Yes. Hearing from where?
Me ba he fan one who tease asem no. The time that media minim a bra o kan asem we no London.
Yes.
Now one ne President Mahama and the London.
Oh, okay. No, nam.
Yes, one President Mahama and nam.
Okay.
Any time because he was right, no.
Okay.
One President Mahama and nam e London.
Okay.
And what true say from what I'm here. So what MP for ko watibi.
Wati. Okay.
And the waka. And also can say obesha work out finance from Wisabon.
Yes.
Well, promotion date our true.
And the first judgment and it was 3rd July. Yes.
That time no.
Yes.
The been to the CA the coin. Yes sir.
Yes sir. Atasha be pleading more time.
It's okay, and he was right. He knew what it was about. Me say at the time we make a Facebook post we no land the only person Mahama nenam.
Yeah, because that's the same side betrayal or Troy. So the betrayal say now judgment was scheduled for July 3rd. The community read judgment on the 3rd.
I can be prepared.
I say now or prepare.
What Troy no na what down for NP boss if anything. Eduji Tamaku.
Yeah.
I betrayal was say when yai.
Yes.
Comment section na digital control we can say master stop this.
I'm sorry because on delete.
Yes.
Yeah.
So who say a secret about one thing?
I.
Na me say me niam ma TV the minimum pa. Now you supposed person to number 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Twaso
yanko.
Okay. So hu. Enti Kwame eyare ho. Na omadikan abuan for dada. Na on social media there. Oma chro bebre say okom ebi say 15, ebi say 20, ebi say 25 dada. Enye neck ni kwa na betro you. But nana owusu akrem tebri. Or say someone tell Chama want to me to make sure from today he will release every day because about 12 years there he no go get some chop. You say amount of 15 now. At least you be this 12 a year or so because prison sentence na yes are the same 15 years. Want me will get will go to jail at all. You say no oma bomutim pose kwan bia so say they want to me eko. Yes. So nti there and many comments my printing baby Prince Tekpo DJ play me never go to prison. You go sleep 4:30 and you go chop Zotoli. Eduane no mudi no ho no. You know mudi no ho. Hey, Kwame so your brefo. Na mudi Zotoli.
Your experience.
Mahama ba Fuseni. Want we must go to jail by all means. How?
Yes.
How? Why should want me go to jail by all means? Why? Because of being penasem and I kasa be and I bibi obi hinti. So we are not saying say a saint. Why be born now so jina so a punishment? Fair enough. Yes. But ni omagina so enye dey punishment there. Allah brak. Yo. Enya de papa. Mati. Na a bad president. Kwame. You should be very careful. Hwe, unu se oboase. Se obo me ho na me ko school mi. Hwe unu se oboase. AGA even omo concession kura no. Omo tumi twa bi ema Galamsey. Omo jama Galamsey for no years wajuma.
Oh, what that ka. At a point in time. Na person Mahama wo ho no. Yes. Na Galamsey for no attack AGC for some
baby
all the time. If I do baby kwa ma omo corporate affairs e dey first kwa me wusu ana.
Yes.
Me kwa kwa so so is me read. In fact, e do baby mo tufo. Wono ankasa opemso even went out of his way ka say. Yes. Said the idea is kosu. Mesra mo untwa asase de bi. Yes. Na mo for Galamsey fo no. Yes. Na omonye se be ya omonye bibia ye. Na mo so mo ye mu legal mine no. Atom. Yeah. Omanti.
Nti eno no. Unim so mo letter bre eya na. Ene ye de da mama Ibrahim Mahama. So ye adwuma. Yes. Good. Unim say ebetimi ne concession no. Say illegal miners bi ko hyeso no mu ye Galamsey ne e ko che o ma. O say de chema Ibrahim go ekotum. Unim sa. Yes, I you know, because even when Chema want me say
the here say the pakwa de ni gina so a obaga say Ibrahim na ga say meye.
Na yakotu na wo ye do kotum 10 years. Na ye say bagitum say Ibrahim na say beye. Na say na ye be jawa. O be ka say on na wo beye.
Say we mu no.
Say o mu ye no.
Akwa friend say krampo. Henry
Okum. Any Mike, yes.
Any Mike ayisi no. Ayisi din podi and ayisi no. O Chema want to be nimu da wo. O hu na nimu da. Henry Okum na kwa fa ne bae. Yes. What you say? And now what one war ye. Baby the who are court proceedings no. Yes. Omo ka say asika Henry Okum ni nya no. Wa ma Chema want to be beneficial no. Say or the mumu the man no. Say osma obi na de bae and a ban transfer. BBN. Nemum evidence wo say se ba won't because when we are nkubi enkube no so video e le go bebre so modua nkubi but you rely on circumstantial evidence.
Yes.
Wow. Hey, and can someone yet to abontin there and yes rely on that circumstantial evidence now
on against the accused.
And someone yet to abontin thank you dia and can mammy ruling it circumstantial evidence and here what ya on the ruling no I saw kwase ko jaiko because someone yet to you know and here dia because evidence in the e can abontin but now that the court can rely on circumstantial evidence say dia and asamasi
because him say some boy hono kwa amanfo ko di so adwuma Galamsey amanfo ko see so a chairman call report to ma the regional security council
letters wo
the regional him say enye say letters ko keke o the then head of regional security council by court but testify say indeed chairman want to be reported and the people some of them were arrested yet the judge chose not to believe it fine yeah say the appeal court but ochena bi you will come her ye bete se obi akodi obi asase so me yakoche no na sai nipa na yakodi so sa asase no se nipa na bagitum de beka se open freedom nti asuma sin da suma am se min koye so adwuma na se sai nipa na ba akotum dia ye nyina wa ye behwe.
All right, that was for aha a movement television na yedi enkomo no Peter Ankoma wa deputy editor Emma Dispatch newspaper.
Before I ever oba said na yes we are aban sika ye ya che no asem. The regional tribunal seminar na eje ba for kan.
Yes.
A very so ka bibi na me re kra ya ho kakra se. Nyoma NDC for the PNDC day some the tribunal na here. It looks like the same thing on some the side the new tribunal na here.
Yes.
Because when you say Neo tribunal ya mo bay, it will be more expensive than if some get even more courts mpa. Say courts and cases are. Because now they will have to recruit a lawyer to be a panel judge.
Yes.
No mbasa afa nipa mienu omunye lawyers o. Nti se bia wo say ya if ma be fa wonye lawyer if ma be fa wo say become a member of the tribunal panel no. Ne ko administer justice.
Yes, in a criminal trial.
Yeah. The proceedings ben obi a wonye lawyer. How would you even appreciate the proceedings even administer the justice? How?
And you know, non-lawyers mienu no. Omote bia they can overrule
yes
the decision of the lawyer.
Yes, it's true.
But media said Dr. Bamia can wasem that about worker finance. Media I will appeal to Dr. Bamia and NPP for nyina say yema tribunal enkoso. Omonye. Mr.
The firm possible create jobs in
oh sir no I would make jobs in
high court now over 100 and something jobs security
we some of for tonjiska on job security na wo otomunya ye omomonye hwe ye momonye tribunal no ya omomfa Ghana nko na me advance ye ba we expand the frontiers of justice system in Ghana. So on by regional aye a federal district ye be community tribunal. Yes, ye be community tribunals enti no edwamudu edwama enti canopy bibi on ma tribunal de wu hia call through say you see canopy bibi be am to board dam no ja ene de ha be ye adwuma for the next 16 days the tribunal ni na
the judge we need appoint 2 people
enti ye hwe ba bia you say cantonment say cantonment ni labon ye be kan bom one tribunal ho no mo ne Roman Ridge ho so bi ho no mo Westlands ni ya for East Legon ka we be ye East Legon oh en na kubo fo ba nyina no ho so de na oba American House ye ti kwankwa nuase this a community tribunal we expand the frontiers of justice system in that ye be ye ne samo monye ye be ye me komunipa that be ye be ye answer the same for to death
ye ti cruiser
ye and this one me say ti this ahwe enkomo bi wo mo fa che me say me intervene me ye isa
oh yeah ni nyina bo ase ye
enkomo bi wo na ha me kakra ya na enipa bebre me kwa maka bi da ba me sandwe hu bi me hu say we may not be fair to the previous NPP government.
Saying.
Yeah. Oh, the President Mahama war ye. And now, almost chasing the Sibu mine, almost chasing the Sibu mine. First of all, we must have the Bumayana.
Yes. they cannot be standard.
They cannot be the standard.
Yes.
The more years is in, it is not the standard.
Yes.
It's a man me fair home to 2 women. But question I won't be the same. And this for my baby mind down.
Of course.
Or mobile, my man started free Professor Mills name Mahama Diano. 2009 to 2016.
Yes.
Me pa uchu. Say no more your money ema.
Dabi.
Omo chichi nkofo gu mu say.
Dabi.
Why no mo chi no tum that time?
Dabi.
O man tu bi antum.
Yes.
Na say ne yene nkofo say and na o ma chire nyansa e wo ye no kradie. But omo first 8 years omo ba ye no preceding na na Akufo Addo no.
Yes.
Peter. So man chichi obi antum.
Dabi.
Enti ada ne ye expect say na Akufo Addo so ba ye. And can you expect to say want to think NPP for no musa?
No. Yeah.
But so me say mo me institute asem ni yi. Ye ka say no match nyansa ye buy next who be who see the power. That time no na NDC for entre ye say obetime the state power abuse state power. Et say we a tyrant, et say we a despot in a democracy to say the Mahama
yeah.
Na ye nim say sade na enya possible atwam timre no ye yes ade man but say ya President Mahama abeya wo ye niema nyina te say dictator ne die ye no na say Dr. Bama be president 2029 na say Dr. Bama anhwa me anye wu bidia then you will have failed us as NPP for
yes
the mesremo. You know, so that we can give you the full assurance, say, Dr. Baumia, the power will come, power net will come, but the more ye be multiply at least in equal measure. Sanity, Peter Twas.
Yeah, enti unim. She na say because things you have a catch almost across munjai. And almost
easy for.
Yes, so munjai side tribunal system ni mano. And I still almost obey.
No, my press conference.
Omunye press conference.
Easy for. Omunye demonstration.
Baby.
And last day no omo pass ade no omo kan no kitu ebi. Yakwa no Gabon president as a hefe. And then Gabon. And then say Equatorial Guinea. Omo koye eku etia no. And omo kan said the mess house arrest.
Yeah.
Wa wo na wo ti aban mu no. Wo mo bia kan bi no. Afi ye chi wo kwese dem dia no wo di camera si net so. Make noise.
Who should make noise?
The citizens should make noise. Na make noise. When I was in was make noise.
So make noise. Say yetenka.
Tell you if I don't want the yen and Akufo Addo. Tribunal na eba
on Galamsey.
On Galamsey. Your demonstration.
Yeah. Na near on person omo de ba no is entirely different from what is in the constitution. Say na Nigeria ba for Kano. But when to ono ka emra no ene near was say tribunal constitution no e kan article 142 ne Kano. Say the tie. But o kan hwe the section 22 of emra na omako pass ya eno omo sa be kan be some change few one omo de expect say on back my president Mahama assign na tie the a system no say concurrent jurisdiction with other courts and limitations. Section 22. The jurisdiction of a tribunal shall not preclude the jurisdiction of a court established under the Constitution. Where a matter falls within the jurisdiction of both a tribunal and a court, a tribunal may proceed with the matter. Enti adia mostly a part of the court system. Say yo yetiwe say court what's more high court yetimi say do ko another high court e could be there be because the same high court
say there's only one court in Ghana.
Yes. And the tribunal ayi setting up wo say wo ayi to say at a high court now say you do what's more ha that same matter yetimi say di wo high court
say
yes
na say bubu baby say or train gas so
it tells you say this tribunal system is different from the court system.
Of course.
So you cannot equate this to the Constitution say the tribunal should be part of our judicial system or court system. Because Constitution said the original tribunal should be part of our court system. And I'm saying you. But when I'm koye mrade ba he no, musi ebetime di wasem wo ho. asa akodi wasem nso e high court.
I said the same. Yeah, Ghana say what the same as
that is NDC.
Yeah, no, I did from double party.
Yes, that is NDC mra omo dia ba omo express president Mahama and sign.
Hey, na nkofo me kura aden.
Enti tene unya case or tribunal na edi a ufiri wa no abesna ko high court nso because if se class sem na nso court no abesna ko honso na edi wasem.
But that is rubbish.
That is section 22 of the
that mention 22 no hefe. Section 22 Tribunals Bill 2026 was a concurrent jurisdiction with other courts and limitations. 22(1). The jurisdiction of a tribunal shall not preclude the jurisdiction of a court established under the Constitution.
Yes.
Where a matter falls within the jurisdiction of both a tribunal and a court, the tribunal may proceed with the matter unless otherwise directed by the chief justice.
Yes.
We will the moment kind of question and question. Yeah, close to saying. Assam high court.
Yeah.
Say a could still fall under the jurisdiction of magistrate court. Oh yeah, and a circuit court.
Circuit, yeah.
It is the same as a meeting work or a bind meeting work or circuit court.
Yes.
After that, the same as another.
Debbie.
It's
in fact, say charge cry hwempa okay say in parliament say committee bi a omso mgote yes asem no court
enti so mu wie
yi say wie na e den na tribunal de say wo asem wo ho a the court
omo set up a kangaroo court system.
Simplicity.
They are setting up a kangaroo court system under the guise of a so-called tribunal. Omo
simplicity. So na ehu go hwe nyoma tribunal be ye in the past. George Jokum. So only no those not bad one.
Yes.
Let him be 90 years old. Yet him show who come some near is amount 150 years.
Connect them. We almost as a best within 42 days.
Yes.
And I said yet yes. Let it pass. You better community tribunal. You need the 16 days.
That will be injustice.
What was some Parliament is due to my injustice. Justice.
Oh, how? But there are many bills that Parliament are passed. Okay, say, pass media content, then bill. Let's reconstruct it out. Say it was unconstitutional.
Yo, media money, your money, said, me, my target, you know, community tribunals, no.
I hope so. Maybe I also,
my start
member.
Me a member. Me a member. Me pekwa me consultant to be a.
Kwame ajumboni bi abani.
Oh, the menajumboni. Me say we are only expanding the frontiers of justice system in Ghana. Yo.
Enya de papa.
Ma mencha me nua ba Edna and ope wa bre papa no so hwe YouTube and no say na volume no e wo low pa and no ko hwe wo face wa bre papa Edna e wo dwaben de hye obutu UK. Edna bebia wo bia no pe ma me enchia na Minga Makata, Mozo Sono, election say a year bedro home, Makata so ewo Germany or pe NPP German communication officer. Ntino Nidine ewo ballot no so that number 1. Makata, Beba will be Makata ni correct. One a fantastic guy, Michael Atta, Ntino, he track a kabumna in Makata and NPP German communication officer, hopeful. And was a renew, rebrand, and the reclaim part, the 3 hours. And now what the ejuma e Germany NTB and number 12 antino foreign branches in nano munina na ye shamodin samon koso but wetime efiso na munya ne kama asemba so a na mahwe na masisi asemi bi kakra bi ba kakra e UK but ye me say nkomo amedidi enura ne and the mini hu nkomo but enura chi ne enura de I'm tempted to believe we said it you akwakotwene de twene e UK ama yen say afi de bibia be kama eti mo nkoso na mo enye adwuma Peter Nkoma e wase no pacho yes delegate system de ye twem
na mka se be ka oba kromfo na
said na sem
okay
but we said na sem de say wonya justice
kwame asembe na ake
wonya justice
dabi okay delegate system ne fa na de no aka MPP de no
okay yanko
said na sem no nim
wo ka said na okay
ananka delegate system me feel say any serious political party opese obebu oman no you should be able to organize parliamentary or presidential primaries say nipa 1 million pon na beto aba utimi also utimi e fund na utimi provide security. Yes, it shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yes,
so but Kwame, no how kakra
okay
say almost 5th August and ruling no full nchichimu ewu mu no omo ba bontene
yes
nti ye twen nchichimu a omo de beba because you cannot say delegate system is unconstitutional. You cannot say that. Because democracy itself, no, and elections itself, no, all over the world, there's some form of delegate system. Ade, see you call even Ghana, you parliamentarians or more shemrama in the and your delegate system. They are delegated. What is the delegation? Delegates. Who can represent to be a ko Sisudu Ebiama Obi? That is delegate.
Ruling no we saying.
Ruling no.
Now judge 2. We say 7. Now Supreme Court judge some we saying.
Oh, say be
is that
19. So me 19. And I 3 or appointed in the be 22.
And I 7 quarter now.
7 quarter now so.
Not the 22 in answer.
That is delegate system. In any case, fantastic point was okay. So 7 now I'm going to take it decision 7 IF52. Their decision is it Supreme Court akasa
yes
you say the 7 pen akasa
Debbie is binding.
You are representing the whole Supreme Court. Fantastic. So you cannot say the delegate system in our democracy a practice no is unconstitutional.
Okay for me
yes. But law platform
yes
one of the finest
yes
accurate in terms of lawyer be named or running say lawyers into the reports as it is the findings in ebeto
law platform
order na mind for the 5-2 order no
okay
mind no say now the delegate system is unconstitutional. It cannot be. So we call Methodist.
Yes.
But you be elect to bishop. As many members in the elect.
Debbie.
There's a delegate system. Now a group of people be na court nasi. It could decide say we may mo penny.
But you see, say you see, bishop was ninya the nyen kind. Because I don't want us to overly dwell on that. Say delegate system no anya sadia adentina Ghana
yes
akwa ya wo di 1 year
yes
so no say Ghana ni aden ye kase won di ntime ntu aba na ye kase this will be a we di 18 years and above ya na dwimu eye adwuma e no pene nkokoto aba say kai sadia and nke 1 day day old child kwampo no say ka so help my keba ne to aba ara me boa
yes
but me chese that would be the height of ridiculousness of the interpretation.
Yes.
Into what the affair non to kakra. Na yen share the substantive issue for now. And they say yes, I feel you will be to be no. Me the sana me hold meniji.
Oh, but no cry there. Political parties no. Oma aboso pay.
Na I don't have this more person or more resisting.
Oma aboso say bibia se sika sembe bema. Wo to is here. Say you say you be take the decision be. Na say there will be money involved. You be apprehensive kakra. Money
involved me say you just care from who na say me ko jiska. Me ko jiska da won be apprehensive.
But who ko jiska? Say be jiska free who. I could run in fear activities business here ya. You be apprehensive kakra. And when parties now over the years or more organize or
yes
in terms of sika semuni ade. Because even the delegate system here more political. It's very expensive. Electoral commission because and no, they don't see it as a public elections are state in the fund you have to finance the electoral commission. Over kai say and I'm moving a ma and this for kofa problem ma
Salato send we brother Amadu Tanko
Nikra NC
Amadu Sule sorry
say yes we akwaje this food scan o ma report to electoral commission because scan akwaje here no yes we akwaje NDC elections. It's not for electoral commission. So electoral commission will bring a budget. The parties will fund it. You see, NABO say ekobase. You can say parties now go fund it. Then you have to be innovative. Now you should be innovative. I'm saying material and now baby now kasa baby I will say parties need the NPP for example, the development fee
4 million.
4 million. So eno kwa no uhwa ebi kom because the transport for Oma ube to abano. I guess more money.
Me say John Mahama and contested alone.
Yeah.
Which have 14 million Ghana cedis.
And Papa issue statement, yes. And look at how much involved.
Yeah, look at 14 million Ghana.
And look at the number. I mean, the number of delegates on a month from Koto about on that election. Okay. Before I ever expand the electoral college, you know. So the last over 100,000 people in the net to Aba. And almost expanded about 200. Now the last time I almost called go expanding it to over 300,000 people in Tuaba. Go and ask them how much it cost them. Now and even to the aspirants, the expansion, no, and yet panacea to say ye payment and now a bribe money our system.
But some you one guy, yes, I just for one kind.
But it's been part of the argument among for advances.
But Supreme Court is no man kasa.
But in any case, the rate from the coin, it was part of the argument.
No, but it can be part of the argument.
They only take out monocracy from our democracy.
It was
part of the argument.
Your call Supreme Court.
Yes.
2012. Issues will be the coin.
Yes.
Almost a year, almost a film. It could be part of their pleadings, but it be but I only a court a chabu. It makes my account. By Hono Peter, I can tell you, say largely it could be a panacea. Shame. Constituency,
yes.
Ye to bar, ye nipa 1,200.
Yes.
And a year delegates.
Yes.
And I be 2,000. And a year number of delegates are umuyi parliamentary candidate.
Yeah.
There be a year nipa 2,000 delegates. No, it means says ye can say ye can register nipa ubeni nipa bear 25,000.
Yes.
Yeah, we registered members of the party in that constituency. Yeah, it drew see a baba to a bar, between about 20,000 in good standing.
Yes, because and I'm between my party. Yes,
20,000.
Yes,
then I'll be home.
Mate, but the cost to more political positions will be more.
But is it not better? To a few people,
no, the cost to one corporate the BNO in terms of so we could share ma so more munsio omo ebia akano ano obe come ano kakra to some extent sometimes because more transport
you see 20,000 baby 30,000 how are you going to afford that bill it will be
okay what is will be into the first one won't try that means will be into asoma na ken ni akwa do ba mbe before koto o maba ya nipa 7 na nipa 5 am ko contest say between TNT Ken Brian Baumia ATI
but
you see wow brother kwabena kala so antua but busa mame
mame fe music ni Dr. Brian Champo
yes
because music say music me no penny esikadi me can say but that is music
inshallah by the grace of God
amen say ye kwato aba ene na delegates na 3 million ono to be TNT
make I can tell you say ebia want me to the last ebia utua no but obetua
obedi to be TNT
they will target you mark it somewhere I can tell you say na say etua mutua e ebi mo one ma
yes no matter targeting
ombe ma say look obi go betua TNT say me targeting nipa be 100 and I say nipa 1 million na no more 10 say me nyamu be 50 politicians will find a way out and I can tell you some who no untua obi betua and it will be at your disadvantage if you don't pay.
Okay, obviously, hi God, good morning. You've made my day well spoken. I don't know why some known NPP members are kicking against the decision of allowing all party members in good standing to take part in voting for executives. I'm of the view that NPP is a party which has suffered because of the delegate system, and hence should be a welcome news. And I said the problem with the delegate system is the monetization, where delegates in most cases vote for the highest bidder and not the one who can do the job. Okay, we be sudia what the abandon no. Was the delegate system suggested by the Supreme Court is okay, but the political parties should ask for funding from the government. Political parties funding is in our constitution. Political party funding, they say you can almost more funding and you can almost support by a key. Aha. And now, they say a electoral commission for.
Yes.
Constitution is
yes.
But omo charge yen. Yen ni out of our win.
No. Omo charge. Now who say electoral? You see, and you compose you say political parties no. All your elections are or say EC officer or. And you compulsory. But the act say they should be to bring fairness in the identity of show months. Now go file electoral commissioner. So on so fee and printed papers fan on box nibi. Any part of the national election nation in the budget a cater for. You should provide money for the ink, provide money for the ballot box, provide money for the individual. In fact, in some way you can also more TNT. So they'll bring you budget.
And I may say, so when you are the political party. Then members, I was a party serious.
I need me to ask it. So boom my
idea. I saw to be boom party now to be managed. Say the party 3 million for trouble. What bet my fundy? Dues, would they watch? As a boy in Carabonti, Yenya NPP for. Busa who said Nancy. How was the last time I could be to a
but we can't know Omodia Bay. Of course, there will be a threshold. Say within 3 months, so you do you don't qualify.
Yes.
Vote near day. Last week, no makutia or it happens. Even association. DJ, the last year, if you are could you do bill.
Minko,
so okay, election about could you do.
I mean, election, but you see, and to me, Sika. What you say? When you Sika, many projections say 2 years time you got two presidential candidate. And likely say cost to party no 40 million Ghana cedis. Yeah, projections. Yeah. How do we afford this bill?
Yes.
Ya titis cano. You mean a dues for the run of the party no 10 cedis.
Yes.
We no you have 2 cedis e be enka will be ade ho. Now sorry for any is here as sorry dan. Sorry for any I
sorry.
Could be as be our starting e be school them and I say wabapata ebe wie ti no 5 years time ya je ntoma kaka fi asori for no e dey say asori dan sa na ye the funding should not be used as an excuse and we should not put this burden on the government we tax any tia
of course there will be infiltration argument so people should stop
and as if you maker the lazy man's approach maka what is infiltration
because any serious political party there security agencies your heads ne conform bebre political parties ni me nyina card o
nanka ya no ya chiro
say me NPP oba when this boss or NDC ni obo nyina card ama but so we a political party now we serious pa so we serious but any pan ko je card no community bi say obi anim obi it is also NPP ni fine also NDC ni in any case almost percentage guy saying there's no infiltration on percentage better
and that's what me can nini that's what making nini me say we here because in case odi infiltration no
yes
but percentage na say e lu 1%
isa
and abuza say na wan po the catch we say ye me etu sisi ye see NPP for no NDC for ni
oh baby na obo ko NPP ni so also NPP card so NDC ni
Professor Frempo Boati
yeah
me Professor Frempo Boati NPP meet be could be bia the same any same name Professor Frempo Boati the minister at the post I can say for Professor for time
yes
na go for the buy your minister and the two ministers be me nsa ano ye October 2024 a president was one to aba ama Dr. Bamia na we join this founder
odi yawo
yawo be na odi ya de na ka yawo be na wuni won we di minister we di hwa yawo yawo hwan ho it on what time this ni
yes
it's infiltration on don't quite bet 10%.
But when you say political parties, no, they sponsor people to be part of the other side. You must do it.
Every single political party should do that.
Yes. Say, Uko baby, minimum MPB. Oh baby. are now pay information from the other side. Man in cough when you be register to be members. In fact, was sponsor because some because sponsor executives. Some are part of the opponent, the other party, executive member. So they are meeting you because be obenya. It doesn't mean say we are part. You should have a system.
Okay.
To track and check women in a way. And how.
Okay. So you no ana
Obakromfo.
Da bianko no so. CRC. White paper.
No, Kwame. Baby, I me a hammy pan year. Almost say election of district assembly. No.
Almost on be 5.
On be 5.
President ni be 5.
Aye.
Na ya omati so aba miensa. Na di miensa bre o man for see enkoto
aba.
Na men between na se person Mahama na start is one so a oyi NDC for me say men enkoto aba. Me enkoto aba yede.
Oh, ade so ubako yi ba ko a.
Mintimi nkoyi NDC ni. Mintimi me nkoye.
Oh, I didn't.
Say me nkotam ko jabalo box because me enkoto aba men NDC ni say baba MC.
I say you MC.
That me nye
kotama ni NDC ni a open as.
Dabi men pen asem. Omo ye incompetent bunch of people. It means you kotama baby ama what I say. It's what they say ye say. See a person ye democracy ni ye, decentralization ni ya. Jai. There will be a person contesting.
Yes.
And your president will be doing. And your president will be doing. One kasa me fill forms say a person contesting. Yen trouble man.
Yeah, but Kwame, I know they na ujani sa ne ehu ni say. Ghana ni yemu bebre adembonu we tinim. Can you imagine say ebia NPP wa bam na NDC ni yakoto aba ayin so ADC or be a voter region. But definitely in most cases ebinya ni sa.
Any Ashanti region
NDC wa bam na ebia Ashanti region obenya NPP ni oye MC. Me say President Mahama say ko we o ma wo MC sikam fanya juma
me pacho ya no so I disagree. This assembly come on
MC
that would you back sikasem no.
Yes.
Enti Ashanti region
yeah
and President Mahama ne tiso na yenya out of 47 no
yeah
if I say be 35
yes
MPP for the winning na this assembly come on founder ye dey running
assembly no
ye say ye dey akachi for dey ama wo mo ye dey voter region for dey nyina mo na Ashanti region for ye fa ma I do think say better now.
No, there's a catch.
What is the catch?
Say at every ABR they will have to submit this assembly common fund calculation to parliament for approval.
Yes.
Good. In most cases president be anya and call for my own majority in parliament so far the anya na say go for the pen na dey pay. Good. Uti anya ya obey calculation in such a way say sikana baba assembly common fund na be ketekete na the programs and activities on Bema districts no and they he no be decided but the calculation on the parliament for approval now approve no the actual sika or say the bread assemblies no there is always a way out. Will be so minimal small assembly ultimately big that
now you see say Ashanti region what target Ashanti region
yes
what target Eastern region
yes
at the under development abaso there should be a motivation for the people within this region say the next election general elections
but they will empower no akoye be and the former MC be or Ashanti region and as the former parliamentary candidate no I empower no project no they are sharing sir
say
no I am or no former they are parliamentary candidates or a BNCIS so MC you know why this assembly common fund calculation in such a way say secure bus assemblies na ketekete recently because I'm say some cramp no there's a key assembly use for ABC you cannot use it for other things.
Yes,
good. Entina the parliamentary candidate won share so say buy na be decide project or buy share so also oye hospital no appointed be a coordinator also be a OC no they are share parliamentary candidates no answer what to undermine that
that government unless the person is an appointee of government and I say you see school
or be appointing and say be a omo buy omo appointee omo regional officers as presidential staff
but you know so appoint to be say what your coordinator of schools were a coordinator. By system, the development will happen.
It will happen, but I'm saying, say, obey to undermine who MC, who party, who party need.
Fortunately for us,
to make sure very unpopular.
But fortunately for us, no, will be our stronghold.
Yes.
And people they sanity. It will miss our race of our side. Decided you be jay because this na you be man of one and try to move you. What you say? And to know what himself or ya Santa region, sir. NPP so be voter region was to take a hit. When you say may your voter region for sir and this for be Asante region will take a hit. Eti never who answer can say even though small bias be back who tells it now bias is no but and the Mahama will see first 24-hour economy no was it the biggest 24-hour economy market no what was when you could bolly you know I could find a can ya a demonstration be hitting papa me wa then I could find no guys what they Ghanaian now and I want less Ghanaian
now Kwame me say so share said the almost say be call who's some part of the amendment no any changes in there or say referendum no some be tying in to the district assembly election next year
and that akati cost
na no misro go district assembly elections no people don't party how many people there got to MC in this assembly man name women who are battle. How many people? Meanwhile, the constitution needs say here at least 60 and 70%. 60% of electoral too, and 70% so umbedia to say changes na or say
me ba ma me kwa masiki to na me ni imi ba ko wose small contribution bia else make me na patcho mo ache mo akwa ba na ho te say hello hello I may say me nyanwa hello wow okay with the Peter to say a connection to my me the bekasa patcho to
so say mobile referendum for those changes near ya mat implementation committee there should be enough political parties now on board now enough education now you build a consensus no me and some ben bukata said ombe no do share this assembly elections omunya percentage omunya to get those changes
okay I feel adnatum hello Minya good morning now what is saying
na me adawo mo ya don me chiawo ne watiefo nyina
me de so na anope wo si yenko ma ye die no pese o ka bi kaka nti pa cho ni tie why ko
okay abi pa cho ye from me kwa me o usuba na hene na me ka asamafa tama untumi issue ya abahu sabi ya no ya ni Africa kra ya bi politics ya tia kakra no o hwe de ne ma ya kodesi ya na me ni lawyer bafo awia eye adene no ya submission bi me ne ya adene pa eni ama ya ko nyina ye one is the second time obaye obaye ku tu le mam no the second time obaye no eni ama otu na ni si akamfo esikafo na wo Ashanti region Eastern region akamfo so a ene ama ba bia ya beduru sa Ghana ehia ekuye no eye ade a saadre na Mahama asai akwakoro dia hello bato
was meet you was pa
dia President Mahama wasai akwaro visit saa niema no me ka trese we from 1982 eba baby 1985 86 wa Ghana problem sa ya wa man na hia edukuru ye aduma enkoso wa Ghana nyina ye NDC4 PNDC FIRC and PNDC and almost na ebe ye de dawo NDC enti jo mama nia all ye waskatia ya kanze wo empower ni ya Ibrahim Mahama e Ghana ya japade ye de manu no enye na esi o one is baby one is buy no First year na wo Ghana nyina no ono de otoma NDC fo otobi ma na yere ono fa bi kwa me na ho fa bi ato ho fa bi omo nyina afum Ghana ejapade but na man dey na bi say dey so we na sa Ghana fo agere me ba so say nia esi dada bi no eno abi na ekoso internet ye dey a obi so di nia no na onfa Ghana ejapade ma no wo wi a asikafo ne nkrofo a o Ghana wo mu mobrofo mo bo a wo ye aduma man nkrofo nsa ko ma no yan so press wo mo yan ti wo mu o kasa ya betew because when you see 19 kan say papa de Japan papa mo sa treasury si eku after that no obi akasa ne yake no wo obi abakasa Ghana bia ne yake wo yake wa ne yaku sa obo trouble na ya de bayi o ka so mind a trouble na ni bia nkrofo bi efo e ma yaku bi mu e ma ya de mu to prison a sa name ni na ayi sabi kafra voter ni bia bi ni na ni bia bi ni
be holiday me ma won ko ho because I can't independently verify even if because I verify but I don't think say a boy conversation na and you making to the stick to your point say where you on tribunal no kaketo bi na ye fa wrap up me patch
maybe on tribunal emwa because you only problem mo ho tribunal ni bua o mo fa na kan ne your judicial system na previously na papa enye ne your judicial system ya wey na 2 man judicial system na o mu bitam ma Ghana na nkata nkofo nyina no have something to say ya nkofo ti defend o mo anka ne ebia nkofo tiase a o mo mo busuafo e de tiase me kan nyina my conclusion is say kan ya mana eba no sa ma ya sa akoyati na mom no nia uka asem eno na aya me de say sabi kafra ma ya ba akofo na nia me ebe du ba bi no so no ya NPP for no and ya be say abeka say o enya hwe yenya amanenka ya mu Kristofo enya hwe enti no nia ekọ no ekọ ya ba akofo de se o de ba
o mo de ba yesu di be baba no to de be si ha ne ya to ankomodo so why me da se me
transport so ya communication director no ya bom pa say obewini as the whole Germany na mankata obewini the whole Germany na wababoa ne nya yaboa na party ye dia ba power na mi so mu nyina no free for won to be we are on course
ya da se free to ma won to me no ko na course say ade ne court of appeal ti no ye be hwe si di city Peter ye to enkomo so yes
said na case me constitutional Ayine no Ayine bawie there are some parts be on boss me feel say
35 years na
yes
me support
o debi
me support me support
yen cultural ni yen titi yen tibiano I think 35 they too young
debi
no
say baby we are said no
debi the 40 na I think they should have been
media me support 35 no baby we are said no and any people be 30 years a more level of maturity was ropa
yes
no
do you saying
and the president back up any president
but president no
be cast by force until will be member contest until say nipa mienu and more maturity was so gidi so meet my contest let them come
there be kwame yen system I operate wa no wo the to me sir especially to me any restricted elsewhere no so we are president
now checks and balances
a lot of checks and balances yes checks and balances what you
a week
so weak you say even the judiciary credit cost even your court
that's all
no one you careful now you young person be ntimi ne da you the oma ubobom din say oma ya mature di kra ya hwe oma
but how old is your Mahama President Mahama is over 64 years
and no exception
exception
so no crab na do ya na akofa it can imagine say senka be president at the age of 35
na da 64 the 64 ni it ever 100 and
40 na you maintain 40
40
there
Yentima
even 35 be kwan bo no mo ware yempo not so
ware so aware fa president di ehia papa kwame aware na dey obi akwara abo ne yire kuno obi akwara man ne yire man the first na brabo
aware boni wo ho but largely aware very very important
medie
o ba fo mo no bebre mo
person di president
na wo ya nipa okay tuku
Maul it's the dressing
come no ware
the dressing
jimi na ojimi na hwe na ware hwe difference e wo
the dressing class
na kwa wo na say unity on ware ye o tim jani tim nya hunu kram say erade we dey go yedi abo bi kra na ebe enne on ware ye hwe difference e wo
wo ho
na so ware kwa na say kwa ohoro ne ka I'm telling you innocent Mauli me say on ware on ware ye is ohoro ne ka policy the public mission fact say ni no shoe back bi why you feel me no you ba say also okosra obi wawari ntimi mo so
adabi no anu oketuku a eya no ye ya
sa no ware back no on the mo dey balance and power bi or say
but wa man NPP dia what dey go didi wa
or say this your shoe this you take it everywhere
any bro me see the shoe
and no worry bisa from Paul every month be also minister me shoe na some bem foforo enti awade is very important don't under
but president die
o be president na worry ya difference wo
da biga
da bi kwame me no ya
na say the people bebre edi 35 so aware
Matthias
so I think say yeah
most of 35 no mo worry ba worry so very important e wo uba be dia konya anafie kwa be dia konya na worry kwa yehu tutu
efia konya nko
enye no na wo of course no busa pa ni nware ya
na ware se mba
masa se me na okay ye culture no different from abrofu ni die no
I agree
aware ye very important kwame
but still 35 no die
oh sorry
let's say your force
my last point 275 now almost say is almost
got to 300 no
300 na tell no say the other 25 is by appointment
MPs.
Yes.
MPs.
Yes.
How they go to appoint them?
Almost say almost system be almost best select 25 to come. You see, it is to give way say Bianca Kufuado. Unya tight parliament. Now go appointed people will be
as members of parliament. Yeah, more represented president.
The same.
More represented president and also more represented people.
More represented on constituency or some.
One to Abama.
So when we now the back referendum numa, bema election. But the brand person now. Yenko wadamfo first and foremost kwame Ferdinand oye appeal no me to say government spokesperson me amadamfo Felix Fosu Kwache ene yimo ka say oye appeal no 2024 in the court na
me papa bi ye friend ya ofori Debra
yeah
was hello god na edge all of you to support the expansion of parliament to 300 members. This will help those who are underrepresented in parliament to have a voice. Vulnerable groups like the women, persons with disabilities, and the youth will have a representation in parliament. Kenya, Uganda, and other East African countries already practice this system. This was an idea or concept put forward to the CRC by the Ghana Federation of Disability Organization. He's a member. He's a member of the Ghana Federation of Disability. But it seems and they cannot be members of parliament. Representatives because constituency one constituency they say for bar about representatives they will no cannot almost say represented some specialized groups be anything no a BBT say for me my problem is say why would they have to be members of parliament and to enjoy the same privileges and like members of parliament maybe ye be say by appointment be next say be omba be as official members of parliament BB say some ministers parliament could argue just that who vote na counting and na say said the be no members of parliament yes it is say a man here 5 now the back be can one doesn't mean somebody 40 yana and you know a man here 20 and a man there's some sense in what BBT say but Ghana Federation of Disability and then some groupings be ebe we share kwana youth be anim obehwe no wunya obi a wo less than 35 our parliament you need the youth so we be adwin we never be ho it be a bit but you're not said to call them members of parliament
the same privileges near
I think that there should be a better way
yes of culture because into okay say all about court you judiciary I come say e be a judges no be a member so a year and now compare ma to balance that's fine or even executive open more women maybe disabled and that's physically challenged for be to occupy positions that's fine but say members of parliament are tom saba specific ejuma any year sad there na but say debate na phenomenon starting and edu ha ye be say ne be kanafa
okay eti afi yanko
now said na
now short time ya pon cry now wo ka lu be kunya ne justice
sa
me de na ha me kakra wo ho ne ma me hwe se metimi de atro
you see the man ya reho ne say said na ye jail sentencing no indeed no correct or ya appeal no 2024 but or abandon
or ya appeal to 2024
but or abandon case no or ya appeal no one pushia till say NDC buy no NDC buy ya pe in
me back to once so obi appeal
yes
me the matter back court me pushing the saying
it has to be served
and so one serve why different for so one pussy
now no only lawyer
the what I'm saying is say mokas one pussy ade na one pussy is say konya den
wa the lawyers na wo ha na unim say even though she was tried in absentia no not all lawyer or representation of court
yes
evidence they call court ni nyina no or challenging process ni nyina cross examination
oh sir
yes
the lawyer no
oh okay my penny diamond is here the lawyer no actually cross as friend is BBP Jakpasu
okay
Kwame Okofi Jakpasu
okay
me odin wa ha
okay
me hwɛ am is here or cross examine nyoma ye dey call court ni na
okay gido ma send bibia ma won wetin dey atoso
the argument is
fakos kakra meno has said the have kakra written submissions of respondent in answer to appellant submissions pursuant to leave granted by this honorable court on 1st April 2026 was say we wish where you for no Supreme Court appeals court judges me we wish to bring to the attention of this honorable court that the record of appeal before the court is not complete. We state that all the exhibits tendered by the prosecution during the trial does not form part of the record. The only documents found as part of the record are some of the documents which form part of the disclosure done by the prosecution. Be it as it may, we have had to proceed with our submission relying on notes made by the prosecution. Yenko Peter, I had a hammer.
Edientina Attorney General.
But wait till you so.
I'm saying say NDC buy no tama ombua ne efo no ni lawyer Kwame Jakpasu eko file appeal but ono ankese no wa ma
ese no dwane
owie ye no na NPP for True Godfrey then age ko file extradition process so omran ko 7 service
yes
she fought the extradition process US
okay so ma
ya na NDC be winning power na fido o se obeba
okay
that's the case suspicion why say your sentence bra wo so ma the tradition process no you were fighting it all of a sudden NDC winning after they will say you won't fight the extradition process again you will come
and by extension she didn't come on her own volition. Yes, she came through the extradition.
Na me say because she was not fight not a delay because she was fighting it
and they say of
course then she has to be extradited. Okay. The court gave her say court
okay
what I say but en fighting and be delay
okay
of per lawyer no fight is on ma I change in the police so after the obeba.
Okay.
So the US court gave her the go ahead okay then go and or buy
omo de ne buy wono ko ama
okay and omo de ne buy no
and at the cost of Ghana government.
Oh yes, of course. My argument is obaye no obedu ya pe and oko filing the written addresses on 12 February 2026. Now appeal na why that no oko filing the written addresses. Na ne area in say you see Mr. Ameka philosophy ko ache ne NDC from asem o meka say oh NPP appeals court judges and a jai eno because judges some warning now filing in 2024.
Abaye kophobia from NPP appeals court judges.
So say NPP for say NDC for na jai ne there. Appeals court judges no more no. No me NPP for na e do mo buy.
And otomo le jai no.
But it's a lie.
Na omo le jai na.
Ah, sa na opo so chire. But I'm telling you
omo jai asem yedin. Akọ appeal no yedin.
Oh, see yedin.
NPP for time yedin appeal.
Dabi.
And I make bisa say.
Omo buy no mo ko di asem. But even the judges no mo tena case in the so. I'm putting it on record say one of them judge President Mahama promote to no call appeals court in October 2025.
Na me bisa say say President Akufo-Addo kwa time eno sa ankofo nyina judges na
ye appoint to no tena case.
Does it mean so me NPP for na ana so mo kan sa de ya and say President Mahama judges appoint to me NDC for
we appoint 120 judges
120 judges fa sa ni teach no ko bra fabra o de to de bia won ne ma na da se ho no
120
and this oba President Mahama buy Supreme Court judges o mon retirement ba ko pebiness work
yeah
but obaye no if obaye no appointed 7 at a go
yes
now be here in retirement
yeah.
he just say what packet court
yes let's put it on record also say never in the history of Ghana and as Supreme Court justices are exceeded 16
ABC
never
say court 22
court now or accuse Akufo-Addo the packet Supreme Court no
now we are 14
a chair appointed trainer and kokra na bibi be retirement how the count na 16
it will buy a year 1.5 years ya say
and or they 7 akoka ho
and
number 19 number and I say say bafo ni be call this year it so kwa e be 18 na
bafo ni nyankoi we be call December between 9 December do you know what can happen
bibia bit messy
it what the try be come kwa 22 we
yes
it will buy no
kwa number 21
onyankoi ana mo
unprecedented
22 Supreme Court jamamo ngas wo kwa no be da just wo the time no say
okay Matthias
and we mo no you be on be back after December na
will
they not come and add up to
they'll come and add up
so I don't was or quite about 20
okay
to 22
yes
Supreme Court judge by 10 or the abeka ho Court of Appeal 21 judges High Court 37 judges Circuit Court 52 judges or by on kwa 120 judges that the abeka ho we see court room back
Debbie o see back okra Debbie
we say be be tribunals mo onye ne me dem me focus on community tribunals no yanko akatu
let me tell you say justices now appeals court justice now mutena so no the power to defend justice ankama no on the no order justice die wuo no so order da nemom justice Emmanuel Amedahe edie President John Dramani Mahama and on 2nd October 2025 obey no appeals court judge no oye number 7 Justice Emmanuel Senyo Amedahe President Mahama no be na appeals court judge eno obeka ankama ne die wo hu ombe tena case we so it is not true say justices omo tena so no ye justices are no more order da ku President Akufo-Addo do omo ba ya omo be tena case no so now filing in 2024 no one filing a written addresses and yet submission to the AG's department until 2nd February 2026 this year. NDC buy no who say why background bibia afa awia ansa na okọ file ne written address ewo appeals court amoma kodi asem na onim ne ehun ni say almost chairman want me na kwakotum because we breaching an act mewa the attorney general eminim say emra bi wo ho say attorney general wo ma o man hwiri ska wo so yetimi de wo kojina court ana
and say public servant it will say that be ano
hwe oba yi
betimi adem
wo hwe cases a wama oman no sika oman no ahwere ya
oh betimi adem
it's unprecedented
and one dem be hard
even the timing oba ye appointing no onya approval per January 22nd 2025 na Wednesday and I swear in oba per 2 days January 24th Friday and of file withdrawal and abandonment of auto forcing any 2 others say waja auto forcing
that time no so 2 days no how was he able to apprise himself
2 days
with all the facts
now why not doing that so
yes
and no sika ya hwe 2.23 million euros and na ya hwe on Friday ni Tuesday 28 January 2025 and na osanko jai opuni any agongo case no court
former Kuku board CEO
yes
and say do agongo
yes okojai omo sika ya
fertilizer no
yes 217 million Ghana cedis
217 million
17 million Ghana cedis
2 minutes wrap up
na no so oko ojai omo anche Wednesday ade chain Thursday 30th January and oja wadanfo BOG governor anya no nko a anche no oja tu mu be 1 week and osako ja Collins Dauda any Kwaku Ajeman Mensa and Zibrim Yakubu in Sagleme case no so na Sagleme case no so $200 million
yes
and na o mine hwere and no nanche ya wadanfo and Thompson
ni madamfo
sa
misro osan has ni kura
and here $14.8 million
yo
sika o man ahwere yo
yes software
yes obi good 14.8 million utina nso kwa
oh my goodness
and also o man ahwere yo enya sika forget about the 60-40 do for there no
how can I forget about that abramu mummy ne ko say them without the involvement of the court and no ko say them and no church say mayi ba ko family no ba ko ma papa no family no me ba no sa mo yes no mo 60-40
60-40 no and no kran cheche mu kran no another matter and see afenyo kan baby people didn't pay attention to
them
or say want me to call no o man hwe yi a aban bet masisa ama the age no so what ma koka
that's asem no is in fact plea bargaining no
yeah
court na say sanction
yes
in the case of Dufo any die no court
no yeah
omo me ko say them
and at the terms now I agree with them on the two abontene no omo ni so there be because omo chase can no system no out front o omo the japade na beji na so say oman ni beton up to no man tunton sa anya man
na we ye ka say
coup our money there was an RTR to his office watu atwene
me ye nta me se me dem pe tribunal no yenye ye be ye omo nya na ye community tribunal ye be ye o community tribunal enye 42 days 16 days
yes
ni ye wie
na ene obi enam kwati kwan so oman na ahwere over 500 million Ghana cedis. Fasika koma kantamanto 2013. Amanfo ejahihye aba. Fasika koma amanfo no mu ha o kakra. Okoche kakra no this kan share ni boto.
Na woni mo bata apade no.
Ani de awre hompo.
Omo etua check mo bata ampa.
Loan. Also oma loan.
No, woman discuss interest no.
Can you imagine?
Enti skano koye.
Na loan crowd dey come and you discuss me say my loan na me tua nsi ho a. We discuss the time before I give you the loan.
Yes.
When yes and CEO or discuss ma and say no be discuss the terms. Say first ka say.
And na omo wie na wo ka say first ka mbra no. Omo sign check a wo say dey omo ko cash. No mo cash e to mo friend no wo ha wo say dey bi meduru ha say omo chesi na kuduru friend say Spentes.
Yes.
Batuna tota ansana.
Maybe I'm telling you.
I say I support 100% Peter's take on the age of the president at age 40. Age 40 should be fine. 35 is a bit on the low. looking at our system here nowadays, experience in all fronts has dwindled, and even looking at education, it's climbing. So okay, and was support to 40 years now. A queer formula should be. I think say me 35.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, 35.
No more worry. Maybe who second time to the appeal court say there was an evidence say ebi mu baji tum say omunya sika ni bi nti o say ni kwan say ye koji yesika
enye wonya ne justice
where justice
and who determines what justice
justice per the court act section 31 say before if a charge sheet defective the charge is defective they say the also go that may push bisa in Hanan case the justice Achibonga appeal court the ordinance say as high court judge said those charges should be amended
because they defective
now a defective charge sheet mpoa
na question
now act ni say it should not be acquitted in this charge also ma acquitted no acquitted in point
if it must be done well
yo Martin
if it must be done it must be done well
Martin me das
she obi awo sit now
Babylon can't stop the rastas on the road. And we set the trend, make them fall upon the road. We are the masters on the road. No matter how them run,
I give on patch mame me birthday me fatos ba me na me nko Peter was day me birthday is me
the fact that attorney general
yes
appeal judgment no should tell you say Godfrey Dame did no wrong
but since when any will be called appeal echo unique case we take the attorney general
now say Franklin Kudo say yankochi Dr. Dame because
I am wasem
Godfrey Dame anya dwuma yi
me say a court of appeal
current attorney general or agree with Godfrey Dame so the judgment must be upheld
enya attorney general na di nipa tu say court of appeal take a decision or to away the decision by the lower court as higher court
yes
and they say ka judge mo take a decision na ka say we go to na nya obi no what say ke koche no what did I say but when attorney general
yes
and they say as a court of appeal assembly near the Supreme Court na Supreme Court take a decision say the decision of the Supreme Court of Appeal no wrong does it mean say we hold the judges responsible we say we go for do